Hello, dear students. Welcome to I-Fal. My name is Teacher Nikki, and I am here to have another video lesson with you. So I am so excited to talk about a new topic for you today that will help you understand and construct better sentences using the English language. I know that these lessons will be very helpful for you to communicate using the English language that are grammatically correct and properly constructed, considering that we will be talking about some grammar topics. So I want you to concentrate on our lesson today, pay attention to our sample sentences, and please practice them very well even after the class. So let's go ahead and start our lesson. Let's go. So, for our next lesson here, we are going to talk about the comparative forms or the comparative of adverbs. So, just like with our adjectives, we also have a comparative form with our adverbs, okay? So, actually, the concept or the idea of comparative adverbs is not that different from the comparative form of your adjectives. So let's dive in and understand the comparative adverbs. All right, now just a quick review. One of the jobs of an adverb is to modify a verb action. For example, Joe ran fast. Okay, so fast here describes the action ran. So if we want to compare one action with another, then that's when we use a comparative adverb. So let's see this example here. Joe ran fast, but Mary came first. But because she ran faster. Okay? So in this case, the word fast is not an adjective anymore, but an adverb. And comparative, she ran faster. So remember that we use comparative adverbs when talking about two actions, not three or more actions. So remember that comparison is always between two things, okay? Now, how do we make comparative adverbs? So there are three basic ways or to form a comparative adverb. First of all, one syllable adverb, we just add er. So this is similar to our adjectives. If an adverb has only one syllable, okay, one sound, we usually add er to make it comparative. Example, we have fast and then faster. And we also have some examples in the table here. So fast, faster, hard, harder, high, higher. So these are all adverbs, examples of adverbs on there or in their comparative form. So you just add er if it's one syllable. Next one. Now note that most one syllable adverb have the same form as their equivalent adjectives. Okay, so same form with their adjectives. So example, adjective is a fast car. Then we say a faster car. Okay, so it actually compares. He drives fast. Okay, fast, which we talk about as the action, and he drives faster when you're comparing the two person and their action driving. Okay, now so for number two, so two syllable adverbs we use more. So when the adverb has two or more syllables, okay, so then add more. Okay, now we can make it comparative by adding more. Okay, in front of your word. Okay, example, carefully, more carefully, efficiently, more efficiently, happily, happily. So this is a three-syllable word. Therefore, we just add more. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to these examples here. Okay, now we can also use less, okay, in place of more. So to replace the meaning, because less is more on the negative side because it's more on the lower, okay, lower level. So there is a reduction. Okay, example, she visits often, once a week. Now she visits more often, once a day. Okay, it's more than usual. And now she visits less often. So this is once a month. So it's showing that the action, okay, has become lesser. Okay, now, number three, we have the irregular adverbs. So, irregular adverbs, we do not, okay, actually, these are the adverbs that do not change. But when we use the comparative, normally they change. Most of them change, but some of them not, okay? Example, badly, worst, early, earlier, far, farther, and many other examples. Okay? Now, comparative adverbs with informal forms, okay, could have two two possible forms. So it's either you use by adding ly, or you can also use with cheaper or more. So both of them are actually acceptable. Example, when you say cheap and cheaply, that's okay. But you can also say cheaper and more cheaply. Okay? So note that a few words have no comparative. For example, again, first, daily, yesterday. So as you can see here, we cannot use them, okay, as part of your comparative because they don't have comparative form. Okay? Now, how do we use the comparative adverbs? So we just, just like what we say, we use it to compare two actions. Okay, two actions. So I just want you to look at the sentences, but most of them also use than. Okay, example, train goes more slowly than planes. So there is comparison with the action, which is go. Okay, so I want you to please review all these sentences that we have here so you can master your comparative adverbs. Okay? So I hope you find our lesson today very helpful. So as I always say, the secret in making your communication skills in English better is constant practice. So I want you to please keep on practicing all the lessons that we've had in the past and even this present lesson. So I know that you can do it really well and you'll improve yourself eventually. So just keep believing in yourself and practice more, okay? Now, please stay tuned to our more lessons here in I-Fal, and please visit our website that I will flash on the next screen. I also encourage you to please subscribe to our classes because we have a lot of amazing teachers that will help you and guide you in improving your English skills. So once again, this is Teacher Nikki. So I'll just see you again on the next classes and video lessons that we're going to have. I know that we will have more amazing lessons in the future. So stay tuned and good luck. Study harder and I'll see you next time. Bye.